Going in for the landing. Will I make it onto the helipad carrier? Um. There we go, we landed! Look at that, look at that. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Build With Me. Today we are building a fox palace requested by... shoot, I forgot to look up the name. One moment, please! Okay. That was awkward. I remember the name now. It was Weird Dude. Yeah. Yeah. That's the person who gave me this idea of building a fox palace right behind me here. Yep. Okay, anyways, let's go take a look at it real quick. So yeah, similar to the Mushroom Mansion, I decided to go for a more abstract view of this. I went for more of a palace that is, I don't know, more naturey. Like, this is something that the fox would actually have or something, I don't know. And then within here we have some actual man-made structures, like maybe the fox have people that live with them or worship them or something, I'm not sure. And of course we have a portal, which, I don't know, what will that lead to? Anyways, yeah. We did a few custom trees, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, with a bigger custom tree in the back. Wait, did I actually finish this tree now that I think about it? I did. What does it look like from the back? Huh. Ironically, I like this more. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping, and if you make it to the end of the video, you'll see an idea of what I have planned for up here in a future episode, if y'all want it, of course. So yes, I'll leave you all to it. Good luck with this build, have fun, hope you enjoy it, because I spent a lot of time on this. Anyways, have fun.
Alright then, first things first is, you might have seen it just there, it was the palette, and then of course I started working on the mountain itself. This is going faster than I can explain already. So yeah, let me just make an easier transition, or a better transition into this time-lapse. Sorry about that. So yeah, welcome back to the time-lapse portion. Here's editing Brandon, it's been a second. Yeah, so I'm building a mountain, because, yeah, I wanted to go for abstract, and the way I wanted to work on this mountain is by figuring out the height. I figured out the shape of the mountain itself, and then I started working on the height. I built a platform, and I thought, that's kind of cool. What if I bring another part up higher? Like a, I don't know, like a plateau type thing? I'm not really sure. But, yeah. That's just my process here with terrain, because I just find it easier to build organically when I have some sort of structure. Yeah. Here I am looking at what I've built so far, and I thought, ooh, what if I just leave a cave here for the fox to look out or something? What am I doing now? Now I'm just starting to fill up some of the rest of the land to help bring it together and actually make a mountain shape, because, well, that's what you gotta do. What else am I doing? As I've done in previous videos, I am building out of a base layer. I'm only using stone right now because, well, if I use one block and I come back to fill in the other textures, I don't have to worry about if I make a mistake. What if I have to remove all the textures I just put down? That takes up a lot more time in my opinion. I also do not do all of the textures for this entire build because it's kind of big and I did not have enough time. So yeah, there's that, but I'm also kind of lazy. Yeah. What else am I doing? I'm trying to avoid any repeating patterns, because as humans we tend to find a pattern and we stick to it and we keep doing it. I definitely did get into a lot of patterns here because that's the way I am. I end up just turning my brain off and start building. That's what happened here. Honestly, I think around this point I actually did end up getting bored of this build. One thing I would recommend is that if you are building something, take some breaks. I think I probably should have taken a few breaks during this entire build because I did not enjoy building this mountain part as much as I should have. Normally I build mountains in big sessions of, into several sessions, but relatively big sessions. by breaking it up, you give yourself more time to think about your build, rethink what you want to do, and of course you don't feel like you're working. You'll feel like you're actually having fun, being creative, etc, etc. Let's see, what else? Now I'm just filling up with grass to see how it looks, I think, and then I go back to building again. Yeah, yep. That's just the way I am. You'll notice in this time-lapse that I actually bounce back and forth quite a bit because of, that's just, again, I get bored easily, so by bouncing around the build itself, I found ways to at least give myself a little bit more fun. There was the fox for a little bit there. Now I'm just covering the whole thing with grass, but still leaving some stone exposed so that it has a natural kind of feel. What else? Yeah, I don't really have much to add at this point. I'm kind of just having fun with placing blocks now. Honestly, this was not the original direction I had in mind for this build. I originally did want to build like a palace-type structure, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized, what if I go and build a nature theme? Maybe that might be interesting. Maybe I might like this more. What did I just do? I just built a little bit of a pillar to the side because I felt unbalanced. Yep. I should pay attention to what I'm doing and actually explain it. Now I'm building a portion back here because I wanted to add a tree. I didn't want to just have it on the ground because it would be kind of awkward. Here I'm just adding a little bit more weight to the other side to balance it better. I'm figuring out the flow of the water. This is going fast. River. We have a river. Yep. Oh, look at that. Bigger river. Oh, snap. Oh, dig. Yeah, go me. Filling up the river with water because, yeah, I'm a good boy. More river to help balance the build again. Yep. Now I'm figuring out this thing I saw on, I don't know, was it Reddit a while ago? Where it was like, these cobblestone stairs through the water that you could, act like stepping stones or something. I kind of like that idea, so I did it. Tried it out first time. I added those wooden poles because, what was it? Sometimes in games you'll see just random wooden poles in the middle of water, and I just thought it looked kind of cool, so I did it. Adding some textures now, putting in deep slate, only where it looks like there would be shadows. Then I put andesite where it looks like there'd be highlights, as well as light gray concrete, I think, for part of it, because I didn't want to do the whole thing. Polished andesite was just kind of there, and then the cobblestone just helps blend the deep slate into the stone. Pathways. I love pathways. To make this pathway look more realistic, I used the path blocks to make it look like it's been trampled on more, followed by what is it called? Dried mud blocks? Yeah. Those look like they're really, or packed mud. Packed mud makes it look like it's been stepped on quite a bit. And then the coarse dirt just makes it look like, since you step there a lot, not much grass can grow. And here I am painfully getting rid of the flowers and planting a bunch of trees to help the build fit into the surroundings more. I do wish that Mojang would add like some sort of bone meal or some sort of command that allows you to place bone meal without flowers. Because I find that the flowers in this game just tend to make things look kind of bad most of the time. At least for what I build. Now I'm building the tree. Yeah, I wanted to go for a more fantastical tree, so I kind of made it quite curved. And tried to make like a bit of a spiral. Yeah. I also wanted more of a fall-themed color thing, so I was testing it on this part right here with a bunch of orange and yellows. I could have added some reds, but I got a little bit lazy and just decided to go for the two-tones since that filled up my entire hotbar. I can't imagine doing this in survival, because that would take up a huge amount of inventory. At this point I realized that I didn't like how long that branch was, so I cut down the amount of leaves down to the very edge of it and then added another branch. That helps to break up the branch itself and make it look more natural, I suppose. Yep. What else? Now I'm just going through and doing all of them at once, getting all of one step done, and then moving on to the next step. Such as the orange terracotta, to orange concrete, to wool, to glass, and then moving on to yellows. This took a bit. I definitely did get annoyed at myself while building this part, because I didn't particularly like how I built it, but I was just too lazy to change it. I do like the end result more, though. It turned out better than I expected. What else? I think I finished the tree now. Yep. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I almost finished. I just had to add an extra branch because it wasn't balanced. Yep. Now here I am building some trees using mangrove wood, moss, and, what are they called? I'm blanking. Azalea leaves, that's what they're called. Yep. I had a little bit of fun with this. I kind of shaped them so that it'd be a little bit more, fantasy-like, I don't know. It was kind of fun. More rivers, because why not? What else do I do in this? Well, more bone meal, I like it. Good job, me. Yep. I think now I start building man-made structures. Yeah, look at that. I used some spruce. Quite a bit of spruce. I was testing out some staircases here, but I didn't like it, so I just went back to a more conventional staircase. But of course I wanted some supports because, well, adding in some supports makes it look more realistic. Yeah. Staircase, because why not? Fencing, because you don't want to fall off the edge. More windows, because light. As you can see here, I didn't exactly fill in all of the flooring with one type of block. I left in some grass. That makes it look more organic in a way. I don't know. It fits like the theme of the fox, or like wild, I guess. That, at least to me. Balcony, some lighting now to make sure that mobs wouldn't spawn in case someone built this in survival. More bone meal. Let's go. What else? I was fixing the mistake I made there. Oh, I added another pond. Or river. Okay. Yeah. That helps to connect the build to the rest of it. And I think now I start working on the nether portal. Yeah, look at this. This was a last minute idea. I hadn't thought about doing this beforehand, and I'm glad I did, because it adds a spot of color, and I like it.
Alright then, so, well, that took a lot longer than I expected, and I think this might have been my longest build to date. This one took me, I think, about an hour and 45 minutes, so still not a very long build, but still the longest one I've done up so far in this series. Let's see. So, as I might have mentioned in the time-lapse, we have been, we built ourselves some paths, and we built a bit of a palace with, oh, I guess actually this part right here can go up a little higher now. Yeah, like that. But yeah, let's see, what else do we do? We added a portal, because why not? We haven't added any, like, functionality to any of the builds we've done so far, so why not? This one could be an actual base. Maybe if y'all want to do, like, a fox castle, you could just build some terrain, put in, like, a cliff face with, some magical wall or something, I don't know. Yeah. I didn't do much of the interior because, well, I don't have that much time, so I just built in some random floors, that kind of stuff. I did enjoy this one. This one was really fun to exercise my organic brain. There we go. Yeah, I had some fun with these trees. This tree right here, I don't know if I really like it or not. I think I like the idea of it, but I don't know if I like the way I executed it. I had like a really grand idea in my mind, but I feel like it's not big enough. Or I might just need to add something right here in order to balance it. My idea is I will build a fox statue or something here in a future episode if someone wants it. And that means we'll revisit this build again, which we have not done very often, besides like the dragon itself over there. And presumably in future builds when we start working on the mountain. And of course the mountain I've only got an outline for it because I'm too lazy to build the mountain. Yet I still built this. This is nothing compared to that, but still. Oh my gosh, I forgot something. I forgot the rope. I can't be forgetting this kind of stuff. This is like vital to my series, clearly. If I didn't have this, my series would have been oof. There, sweet. Alright then. Okay, that's the build done. Anyways, if you all enjoyed this build, hit the like button if, and of course, if you like my content in general, hit the subscribe button. I do a lot of stuff like this now, as we can see here. I've done a lot of trees lately, haven't I? Huh. Anyways, if you like my content, like I said, hit the subscribe button, and of course, if you feel like it, hit that little bell. You'll be notified of exactly when I post, so you can be one of the first people to watch my episode. Right? Right? You'll see what I'm up to and what other kind of cool builds I've done. Like this one. At least I think it's cool. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and of course, have a good one.